When you get into a tight place and everything goes against you, never give up then, for that is just the place and time that the tide will turn. Harriet Beecher Stowe. My friends, you will learn that if you will practice trade. Be with us each and every day to follow these markets. What we teach here on the 5 charts that we cover, the S&P 500, the NASDAQ 100, 20-year bonds, gold, and Bitcoin. These charts, looking at them every day, what we teach you, you can apply to your favorite stocks and ETFs that, again, are chartable. And what we mean by that is that you have predictable movements from green to red to green to red to green. You want to have charts where you can find jumping in points that allow you enough profit. And again, we're looking at the ATR on the 2-day chart being how you set your profit bands. And of course, we use the long position and the short position here under these prediction and measurement tools to set our profit and loss bands. And of course, we got great training at the channel that teaches you how to set those and how to use that. So I would encourage you, take that ATR training, take the success multiplier formula, all the stuff that we have there for you is just what you need. And if you're not signed up at chartingwealth.com, go sign up for free. We put out those trainings every day. Let's jump into these charts. S&P 500 up 1.33%. We had seen weakness over several days, didn't cross through that weekly trend line as we talked about. And we said, are the charts getting ready to roll over and go down? Or are they just digesting gains and going to pop up again? Well, guess what they did? They digested some of those gains and they popped up again. Now, if you look over here back to January the 30th, you can see where we reached the most recent high here. So we'll watch and see if we're going to get up there and bounce back off and move back down. Don't know. We look at where the volume was last week, was not strong. This week, we're already at Thursday and we're not up to the average yet. So we will continue to watch and pay attention. Remember, all the charts all the time. The beautiful thing about the 3-wave trading chart here, and of course, if you look in your show notes, there's a video that we put in there for you that shows you how to set this up. You want to learn how to do this work at TradingView. Very easy to set these charts up. Watch that video. It'll show you how to do it. And of course, great training on, and I think I'm going to put this again at the end of today's video for you. I'm going to put the training on, I'm going to surprise you. I've got a really good training that I'm going to share with you that I think will help you on those of you. Many of you have taken the training, the standard training that we have on the Heikin-Ashi candlesticks. This is the latest one that we put out that I think you will like. So I'm going to put the Heikin-Ashi training at the end of today's video. And we also, for those of you who are subscribers, we have a special video for you in training. It's on inverse funds, how to make money when markets crash. Now, let's look at the Qs. The Qs were up even more, 1.96%. But you can see this is still a weak candle. We're not even up to where we were last week. So again, pay attention. We can see where price has tried to move. It has moved at the end of the day back through the weekly trend line. So, and we can see on the 2-day where it's just hanging there. Now again, it's the half-day chart passing through, 2-day chart just spinning top, hanging there. So again, that kind of stuff would still keep us in the trade, but would make us leery. So again, we'll pay close attention to where things continue to move, particularly on Friday. What about bonds? Stretch this out so we can see a little more. Bonds were down 0.79%. Again, we can see on the 2-day chart that finished drawing today, it was the Wednesday-Thursday chart, we are pushing through it on that spinning top, just right there in the middle of the line. We can see on the half-day chart, again, using this weekly trend line, it has passed on through it. So we'll get a little more information on Friday. We're red on the volume here on the weekly chart, also on the 2-day, also on the half-day. So we will pay attention to that. We may very well be bouncing off this potential swell. It has been a ceiling several times over. and heading down, but we still have a green candle there. So we'll wait, watch, and see. What about gold? Gold is up again. Up again. It is absolutely beautiful. Just keeps on a-going. Now, the Patreon members know I've been talking about my blue trades. And, of course, this is a real trade for me. GDX got in all the way back here. This is the gold miners. Again, we're talking about gold. This gold miner stock. Look at how beautiful that trade has been. The high from the week I jumped in, $31.03 to a high of $36 over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. Beautiful. Silver, another metal that has just rocketed from a high during the week. So the worst point to jump in the week was $20.78 up to this week, a high of $23.86. Absolutely beautiful. Now, let's get back to our charts, just stuff I have been doing on my own. I thought I'd just break a little bit with protocol and share with you. Let's look at where we are on Bitcoin. Bitcoin, of course, down yesterday, but popping back up today, 2.04%. I did record yesterday our Charting Cryptos and Commodities. Patreon members will have that. I'll be releasing the rest of that tomorrow. But of course, what we need from Bitcoin is some predictability as to movement. It did turn green most recently back on the week beginning March the 13th, bumped up and then really sideways for 3 weeks. This is the first week in a while that Bitcoin has bumped up again, volume just above average. So we'll continue to watch Bitcoin and see if it's going to give us some reliable moves as we move forward. You know, it needs to sort of reset, recalibrate, and then give us the ability to actually accurately track it. That is where we are, folks, as we end the day. Always love to hear from you. CW@chartingwealth.com. Patreon members, thank you so much for your support.